Chapter 4, Dreamy Destinations, Exploring Bedtime Around the World. Section 1, Snuggle Up for a Story, a folktale from Australia. We've explored bedtime routines and made friends from different corners of the globe. Tonight, our magical journey takes us down under, to the vast and fascinating land of Australia. Australia is famous for its unique wildlife, stunning landscapes, and rich Aboriginal cultures. Many Aboriginal communities have beautiful stories passed down through generations, and tonight, we'll be listening to a special folktale perfect for bedtime. Before we dive into our story, let's take a quick peek at the Australian night sky. Unlike the Northern Hemisphere, Australia gazes upon a different set of constellations. Look closely. Can you spot the Southern Cross, a dazzling constellation shaped like a cross, shining brightly above us? Aboriginal cultures have woven stories around these constellations for millennia. Now, snuggle deeper into your comfy bed and get ready to be transported to the heart of the Australian outback. Tonight's story is called The Rainbow Serpent and the Echidna. The Rainbow Serpent and the Echidna? Once upon a time, in the heart of the Australian desert, lived a wise and powerful creature known as the Rainbow Serpent. The Rainbow Serpent controlled the rain, and whenever its colourful body slithered across the sky, it brought life-giving water to the parched land. One day, a terrible drought gripped the desert. The earth cracked under the relentless sun, and animals struggled to find water. A small, spiny creature named Echidna was particularly worried. She had a long snout and sharp claws perfect for digging, but with the ground so dry, there were no worms or insects to be found. Echidna knew she had to find the Rainbow Serpent and plead for rain. She embarked on a long journey, her tiny legs carrying her across the dusty plains. Finally, she reached a hidden watering hole, shimmering like a jewel in the harsh desert sun. There, coiled around the water, lay the magnificent Rainbow Serpent. Echidna approached the Rainbow Serpent with respect. She explained the terrible drought and the suffering of all the creatures in the desert. The Rainbow Serpent listened patiently, its eyes gleaming like pools of water. Touched by Echidna's bravery and the plight of the desert, the Rainbow Serpent decided to help. With a mighty rise, the Rainbow Serpent unfurled its body across the sky. Its scales shimmered with every color imaginable, painting the heavens with a breathtaking rainbow. Then, with a mighty roar, thunder rumbled across the sky, and heavy rain began to fall. The rain filled the dried-up waterholes and brought new life to the parched desert. Echidna, overjoyed, scurried back home, knowing that the Rainbow Serpent had saved them all. From that day on, whenever a rainbow appeared after a long drought, the Aboriginal people remembered the brave Echidna and the kindness of the Rainbow Serpent. The end. So, the next time you see a rainbow after a rain shower, remember the story of the Rainbow Serpent and the Echidna. It's a reminder that even the smallest creatures can make a difference, and kindness can bring life and hope to even the driest places. Now that you've heard this enchanting folktale from Australia, get ready for more adventures. Our exploration of bedtime around the world continues, and exciting discoveries await us on the next leg of our magical journey. Chapter 4, Dreamy Destinations, Exploring Bedtime Around the World. Section 2, Can you find the bedtime animals? We've listened to a captivating folktale from Australia and learned about the Rainbow Serpent and the Echidna. Now, let's explore the vibrant landscapes of Australia and see if we can spot some fascinating creatures known for their love of sleep. Take a peek at the beautiful illustration on this page. It showcases the breathtaking scenery of Australia, the vast red outback dotted with ancient acacia trees, the lush rainforests teeming with life, and the stunning coastline fringed by golden beaches. But hidden within this scene are some special animals who might be getting ready for their own bedtime routines. Can you find the wise old koala nestled high in the branches of a eucalyptus tree? Koalas are famous for sleeping for up to 22 hours a day. They munch on eucalyptus leaves throughout the night, then curl up in the comfy cradles of tree branches to rest during the day. Look closely near a rocky outcrop. Can you spot a cuddly wombat digging its burrow? Wombats are nocturnal creatures, meaning they sleep during the day and come out to play at night. They use their powerful claws to dig cozy burrows where they can rest peacefully. See if you can find a tiny sugar glider gliding from tree to tree. Sugar gliders are adorable marsupials with a furry membrane that allows them to glide through the air. They spend most of the day curled up in tree hollows, napping and conserving energy for their nighttime adventures. Now, let's shift our focus to the vast outback. Can you spot a bandicoot scurrying through the undergrowth? Bandicoots are busy little creatures who forage for food at night. During the day, they retreat to burrows or hollow logs, where they curl up for a well-deserved nap. Finally, look closely at a watering hole. Can you see a majestic kangaroo resting its head? Kangaroos might not sleep as much as koalas, but they do enjoy napping in the shade during the hottest part of the day. Often, you'll see them lying down with their joeys tucked safely in their pouches, enjoying some quality mother and baby rest time. So, how many sleepy animals did you find in the Australian scene? Remember, these are just a few of the many fascinating creatures that call Australia home. Many of them have their own unique ways of catching some ZZZs, just like us. Now that you've explored the Australian landscape and met some sleepy animals, it's time for you to close your eyes and drift off to dreamland too. Who knows, maybe you'll dream of cuddling koalas, soaring with sugar gliders, or hopping alongside friendly kangaroos. Chapter 4: Dreamy Destinations, Exploring Bedtime Around the World. Section 3: Sweet Dreams Around the World. Our magical journey around the world has taken us to incredible places, from the vibrant streets of Mexico to the cozy huts in Kenya, and finally to the breathtaking landscapes of Australia. Along the way, we've peeked into bedtime routines, listened to beautiful lullabies, and learned fascinating folktales. As we close this chapter of our adventure, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've discovered. We've seen that bedtime routines can look very different depending on where you live in the world. Amani in Kenya might sleep on a woven mat, while children in Japan might snuggle up on futons. In Mexico, a warm tortilla might be a bedtime treat, while in Australia, listening to stories about the rainbow serpent might be a cherished tradition. But even though the details might change, one thing remains constant: bedtime is a special time everywhere in the world. It's a time to unwind, connect with loved ones, and prepare for a night filled with sweet dreams. Whether you're singing a lullaby passed down through generations or listening to stories about wise serpents and brave echidnas, bedtime routines create a sense of comfort and security that helps us drift peacefully off to sleep. So, the next time you get ready for bed, remember all the children you've met on our journey. Imagine Amani snuggling up under the starlit African sky, or picture Hannah listening to stories with her family in Japan. Even though you might be miles apart, you're all connected by the same desire for a good night's sleep and sweet dreams. This concludes our exploration of bedtime routines around the world in Chapter 4. But remember, the world is a vast and exciting place, and there are countless bedtime traditions waiting to be discovered. So, keep your eyes peeled for future adventures, because our journey into the world of bedtime magic is far from over. Now, close your eyes, snuggle into your cozy bed, and dream of all the amazing places and bedtime friends you've encountered on this adventure. Sweet dreams.